Get ready for a whirlwind of top-tier combat sports news. UFC fighters are heading to Quantico to train the FBI, a rising contender is calling out a top flyweight, and a former champ speaks out after his release from prison. Plus, we've got the latest on a potential superfight. You don't want to miss this. First up, we're going behind the scenes at the FBI Special Agent Academy in Quantico, Virginia, where elite UFC athletes are set to impart their unparalleled training, wisdom to federal agents. This isn't just a friendly visit. It's a strategic partnership aimed at enhancing the defensive capabilities of the nation's top law enforcement officers. Then, we dive into the flyweight division where a hungry contender is throwing down the gauntlet, challenging a top-ranked opponent for a massive fight. Will the call-out be answered, or will this potential showdown remain just a dream? We've got the exclusive details on this brewing rivalry. And in a story that's captured national attention, former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez is speaking out for the very first time since his release from prison. We'll bring you his powerful message to his fans and the latest on his journey back to normalcy. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a second of this action-packed episode. Subscribe and hit the bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
UFC's finest meet the FBI's finest. In an unprecedented move, the Ultimate Fighting Championship is sending some of its toughest athletes to the FBI Special Agent Academy in Quantico, Virginia, for a groundbreaking training seminar. This isn't your typical fight night. It's a strategic alliance where current and former UFC stars will share their elite training methodologies with senior FBI staff and students. FBI Director Kash Patel hailed the initiative as a tremendous opportunity to learn from the best, aiming to bolster the agents' preparedness to protect the American people. UFC CEO Dana White proudly stated that the organization is proud to support the FBI in strengthening their defense techniques, emphasizing that their fighters are some of the baddest men and women on the planet heading to Quantico to train the best. Among the notable fighters participating are interim lightweight champion Justin Gaethje, BMF champion Jorge Masvidal, former middleweight champion Chris Weidman, and many more. This collaboration also ties into President Donald Trump's plans for a major UFC event at the White House later this year, celebrating the nation's 250th anniversary. The partnership highlights a unique synergy between elite athletic performance and law enforcement, promising to enhance the skills of those on the front lines. Audience impact. Fans are buzzing about this unique crossover, with many praising the UFC and FBI for this innovative approach to skill development and national security. But what happens when the training session is over and the real fights resume? Stay tuned as we break down a heated call-out in the flyweight division that could shake up the rankings. Gaethje to headline historic White House card. Get ready for a monumental event as interim UFC lightweight champion Justin Gaethje is set to headline a historic UFC card on the South Lawn of the White House this July 4th. This marks a significant moment, with the UFC taking center stage for a national celebration. Gaethje's opponent for this prestigious bout will be Ilia Topuria, as they battle for the lightweight championship. This clash promises fireworks, pitting two of the division's most exciting talents against each other in a politically charged and high-profile setting. The event is part of a larger initiative to celebrate the U.S.'s 250th anniversary, with President Trump himself involved in the planning. This fight is more than just a title bout. It's a symbol of the growing relationship between the UFC and the U.S. government, further solidified by UFC athletes training FBI agents. The prestige of fighting at the White House underscores the sport's increasing mainstream appeal and influence. Audience impact. UFC fans are ecstatic about the prospect of a championship fight on such a grand stage, anticipating a spectacular display of skill and determination from Gaethje and Topuria. But not all fighters are eager to step into the octagon right now. We've got the inside scoop on a top contender who claims a fellow ranked fighter turned down a massive fight offer. Kavanagh calls out Royval, "Where's the smoke?" Fresh off a dominant win over Brandon Royval, flyweight contender Jack Kavanagh is calling out Brandon Royval, claiming the number 4 ranked fighter declined a fight offer for UFC Macau. Kavanagh is eager to face the toughest competition and believes a bout with Royval is a logical next step. "I got offered to fight Brandon Royval in May for Macau. I spoke to my manager yesterday and he turned me down. He didn't accept the fight. So firstly, Brandon, what's up with that?" Kavanagh stated in a recent interview. He expressed his desire to fight the best to become the best and feels Royval, being ranked higher, presents a perfect challenge. Kavanagh is hopeful that Royval will reconsider, especially given the limited options in the division following recent matchups. Royval is coming off back-to-back losses to Manel Kape and Joshua Van. With UFC champion Alexander Pantoja set to defend his title against Steve Erceg at UFC 301, and Brandon Royval recently losing to Kavanagh, the flyweight landscape is shifting. Kavanagh, ranked number 7, sees this as a prime opportunity to climb the ladder and is ready for a 5-round war if the fight is accepted. Audience impact. Fans are weighing in on the potential matchup, with many supporting Kavanagh's call for a decisive fight and questioning Royval's reluctance to face a rising contender. From callouts in the flyweight division to a former champion's first words after a long ordeal. We're bringing you the exclusive statement from Cain Velasquez since his prison release. Cain Velasquez speaks, a fighter's journey back. Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez has broken his silence, sharing his first public statement since his release from prison last month. After nearly a year behind bars, Velasquez is beginning the slow process of readjusting to life outside. Velasquez, who served time for charges related to an incident where he allegedly attempted to shoot a man accused of sexually assaulting his young son, expressed deep gratitude for the outpouring of love and support from his fans. In a heartfelt video message, he shared, "I'll keep doing the work to get back to everyone. And just for myself now, just to slowly get back out there without. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with the pace of life that I was getting used to now all of a sudden a new way of life." He emphasized the need for a new rhythm as he navigates this new chapter. The MMA legend was released on parole after receiving credit for time served, including jail and house arrest leading up to his trial. His legal battle involved pleading no contest to felony attempted murder and assault charges. Despite the complexities of the case, Velasquez has expressed remorse. His return home was met with a touching welcome home party, complete with a mariachi band, as seen in videos shared by MMA reporter Nolan King. Audience impact. The MMA community and fans worldwide have rallied behind Velasquez, offering messages of support and encouragement as he embarks on his path to recovery and a return to normalcy. That's all the news for today, but we'll be back with more massive updates soon. What a show! We saw UFC fighters training the FBI in Quantico, Justin Gaethje preparing for a historic White House fight, Jack Kavanagh calling out Brandon Royval, and Cain Velasquez speaking out for the first time since his release. Don't miss our next episode. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms so you stay in the loop.